Luigi's Mansion 3 walkthrough. This is going to be floor 13, and this is hopefully not a trick floor, at least not like the last one. This game is doing a pretty good job at sort of stalling a couple of the floors that we have to do, but this one is actually a pretty cool floor. It is a little bit complicated, and it is also long, as you can tell by the video length. So we have, what was that, 2 floors left now? 2 or 3 or something like that, maybe less. And that means we're getting pretty close to the end. And when we walk into this first room, there's just going to be a big button in the middle, and also kind of a phone on the left side that we can open up. And the button just gives us a collectible, so it's not necessary to continue on, so we're going to ignore it for now. And then we're going to walk into this room, and we'll notice, if you haven't figured it out by now, that the room is pretty much just a giant gym, and also has like a bathtub, not a bathtub, a swimming pool, lots of towels here, so maybe it's more like a spa room or something, but I think it's more like the gym room of the hotel. And then we're going to get like a water ball, not a water ball, like a soccer ball, volleyball, what are those, what's that game? What's that? It's like water polo, those polo balls, but they look like volleyballs. Are they the same thing? I don't know. Anyway, one of those things are going to get thrown at us, and we'll see the boss of this entire floor. Is that cool looking buff ghost, and we're going to have 4 of these mini ghosts that are going to come at us. I guess these are the regular ones. And then I managed to suck up the most annoying ghost on this floor, that stupid guy that likes to scare you, so that was lucky. I got rid of him right away. Don't have to worry about that anymore. And then we can just worry about the easier ones. Okay, so that last ghost is going to reveal a key for us, so we'll just pick that up. Excuse me there. And then we can head on to the doorway on the left side. And here's a locker room. We got more of those spaghetti ghosts to worry about. So he'll head on into the locker in the middle. We can't really open it, but if you notice, it's a flat surface with a circle on it, so that means use a plunger. And this is going to spawn actual mini ghosts, as well as a dazed spaghetti ghost. So we'll just suck him up, and maybe throw him into some of those other ones as they come at us. And they actually managed to free their friends, but I picked them up right away. Having a really hard time sucking this guy in right now, but that's okay, we got him, finally. So we'll just worry about the little red ghosts and suck those guys up, and that'll be all the enemies in this room. And we can open up all the rest of those lockers if we want to, but once again, not required to finish the level, so we're going to worry about that some other time. And we can move that rug out of the way, and we're going to need to, I think, because we can't actually get into the spa room there. Looks like, no, we don't have to. We can just walk into the left door here. And this is actually going to be one of the hardest rooms in the entire game, because there's going to be 2 of these, like, brawler ghosts. One of them's going to be throwing giant weight plates at you, and the other one's going to be boxing you. And the boxer will hit you when it doesn't really look like he should hit you. And there might be a better way of doing this, I'm not totally sure, but the only way I found to best do this room was to get the boxer guy in the middle by kind of luring him there. And you can probably keep him there by flashing him with the flashlight, which I'm not doing. But you need to get the guy chucking the plates to stun the ghost with the boxing gloves. And then you need to, if you're lucky, move this one on over to the other guy. And you can use him to stun the ghost that's throwing around the plates. But the other thing is that you can't really suck up these ghosts in one go unless you have Luigi out or you're playing with another player. So we're going to have to do this twice anyway. And this really became one of the harder rooms because every punch that guy does to you is like 20 points of damage. And I don't think I actually died here, but I think I got close the first couple of times that I did this this floor. Anyway, once we finally defeat that boxing glove ghost, we can pick up one of his gloves and throw it over at the other guy to stun him. And once he wakes up and charges us and gets into a position where we can actually start sucking him up, we can start working away at him. And for all I know, there's a significantly better way of doing this room. Like I said, I think if you just lure the boxing glove ghost into the center and then flash him with the flashlight to keep him stunned there. That's probably better than what I was doing, which was trying not to get hit. Other than that, I think that's pretty much the way that you're supposed to do it. So once that room's over with, we can walk into the left side, or the left room, which will have a whole bunch of exercise bikes and treadmills. And once we get to this top exercise bike, that's the one that's going to have the key inside of it. So we're just going to power it up by spinning it with the vacuum as fast as it'll go, and that should reveal the key for us. And then we can open up this door here. And now we're going to have a slight puzzle room. So if we look at the mirror on the wall behind us, it's going to show the order of the yoga mats that are on the ground. And we need to make all the yoga mats in that same way. So in the middle, I don't know if this is the same for everybody. I'd imagine it is. Maybe it's different. But in the middle, for mine, both of them had to be flat. And on this one, the front one, needs to be rolled up. And then when we pull the mirror to the other side, once the mirror wants to behave here, sometimes it's easier to push these things than it is to pull them, but we'll get it slowly. We can also see a gold bag. Okay, then the further yoga mat against the wall is the one that needs to be rolled up here. And I guess I had that backwards. I might have to swap these two. It looks like I have to swap these two. Okay. Easy mistake to make. That's fine. We'll fix it. Okay, that's the correct order. There we go. Then a secret panel's gonna open up, and we can see all kinds of gold bags from the mirror there. There were like 2 or 3 in there. And then we can walk on over this creaking, crackling, just crumbling is the word I was looking for, the crumbling infrastructure, and get the key that we need, and then we can shimmy on across over a surprisingly cool view for a Nintendo game. It really makes you wonder, what is Nintendo gonna bestow upon us when they finally release a 4K console? Because this is what they're doing with 1080p. I can't wait to see what a 4K Zelda will look like. And when we try to open up the door, we aren't going to get away that easily. We are going to have to deal with some of the ghosts, and we do have a mirror that kind of helps us out here. I don't think we can see many of these ghosts because they're invisible until we hit them, and I noticed that when I sucked that guy up, it was the opportune moment to suck up this brawler guy, so no big deal. And that also did enough damage that I can take him out in one go. I guess that was probably technically 2, but close enough. And then we can take out those little guys. I don't know why that one looked like he got sucked up so fast. That was kind of funny. And then we can head on through the doorway. Here's the shower room. I think I called that the spa room, but close enough. And there's going to be a lot of steam, and we can't really flash anybody because of all the steam. So we're going to need to get rid of the steam by turning the showers off. And there are 3 showers currently going, so we're just going to pull the curtain down and then move that one down. Yep, there we go. So we'll close off the second valve and then do that with the third one. The ghosts seem to leave you alone while you're doing this, and they don't really, maybe they can't see you either, I don't know. And then finally, once they are revealed, we can finally flash them and take them out like we've done a million times by this point. And then we're going to get a whole load of ghosts sent at us. And I was kind of expecting this game to really pile the amount of ghosts that we have to defeat onto us a lot earlier, but it's not really until pretty much the end of the game that we're going to see lots of ghosts like we did there. But even that's not too common. That's probably like the one time in this level that we have to fight that volume of ghosts. And like I said, that room with the 2 brawlers and the guy throwing the weight plates at me is probably, in my opinion, the hardest room in the entire dang game. Except maybe the final boss. So there's not really a whole lot of difficulty in this game. And especially with those dog bones, I mean, you can have like 3 of those at a time. It's pretty dang hard to die. And these stupid scare ghosts were just being a complete pain in the neck, so I sped that part up because they were taking forever, and it looked like there were 3 of them, and this one guy was just being really annoying. There we go. Finally got him taken care of. And now we can head into the boss room at long last.
Hey.
So this boss is deceivingly difficult because just defeating the first phase of him is the hard part. After that, it's pretty easy. We need to get him stunned, and we're going to need to move Luigi over to the other side. And I think I cut out how you stun him, but we do that just by picking up a volleyball and then throwing it at him when he's outside of the water. And we need to move Luigi behind one of those pillars, either on the left side or the right side, but you have to stun him twice. You cannot run over there with Luigi and then pull this valve down in one go. You have to stun him once, run and hide behind the pillar, and then you have to pick up a volleyball and stun him again. And as I showed the second time when I stunned him, because I cut out the first time on accident, you can stun him when he gets up and he's going to start spitting water at you. And he'll spit water at Luigi if he's sucking down the valve. So that's why we have to stun him twice, because he won't stay stunned long enough the first time to walk back there and then pull the valve down, but he will stay stunned long enough if you stun him twice, and then you can walk Luigi back from behind the pillar, pull the valve down, and as you notice, the pool will get drained, and he'll get sucked into the drain and stuck. So we'll move on over to the right side and climb down the ladder. And we can help free him a little bit, so we're just going to stun him again with a volleyball, and then we can pull his sunglasses off, flash him, finally, and then we can suck him up and toss him around in one try. So this really was probably one of the more annoying bosses in the entire game, because I was stuck forever on the draining the pool water part, especially the first time that I did this. But once you figure out that you can just stand behind those stupid pillars, this boss fight is pretty trivial. It's like 30 seconds long or something like that. It's really not hard at all to do. And there we go. We got floor 14 at last. So we're just going to take the button and head on back to the elevator. So we should have an easier way getting there, because we can just go out this doorway. We'll just suck up all of those towels. Then head into the left room here. The map, for some reason I thought I could just walk through the doorway, because I think I was staring at the map and not the actual game, but that's okay. And once we get here, there's going to be one of these weird door ghosts yet again, so same way as we dealt with him last time, we just have to spawn Luigi and Luigi, suck on both of his tongues, and then flip him off. No big deal. Then finally go back to the elevator.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And since I'm still talking here, as you may have guessed, no, that is not the end. Especially the length of the video too. The cat is going to come back, and we're going to have to chase her around the stupid hotel again to get our button.
No, you're nice, kitty.
So similar to the last time we had to deal with the cat, she's going to initially go on the same floor that we were on. So we don't have to move floors yet, but she will go down a floor later, don't you worry. And she's going to move into that room with the boss that we just defeated. So we're just going to go back and follow the cat through. Once again, you can use the black light to follow the tracks of the cat if you get lost. And the cat's not going to stay inside of here, so we're going to go back to the shower room. And once we come on over to this basket, if we open that up, the cat should come out of it. And then she'll try to run away even more. So we're just going to come on into the southern room here and go on through the doorway on the left. And if we pick up with a boxing glove and then throw it at the punching bag, that should reveal the cat for us. And then the cat's going to be on top. So we should remember by now how to deal with the cat once we kill these enemies, that is. So I kind of forgot these ghosts showed up. So once we deal with the ghosts, and there's going to be one of those big brawler guys too. So we'll just try to hit him a few times. There we go. Nope, I missed him a bunch of times. Man, there are a lot of ghosts in this level. And a lot of them have weapons too. Okay, so I'm going to go for the brawler and try to chuck him around at the others. See if we can deal with the bat ghost. Yep, got the bat out of his hands. Good, good. And there we go. We can start sucking up a few of these guys now. We can use the mirror to see any of the ghosts that are annoying us. I love that mirror for those stupid scare guys because I just despise those ghosts so dang much. Okay. And then suck up this guy and try to take out his friends. That one dies. And I think that's the last ghost. Yep. So the cat is gonna jump around and then head on over to the right side. I thought that we fought the cat in this room the first time, but I guess not. So we'll head on over more to the right. Just use the black light if you're lost. And still not ready to fight him yet. Soon though, soon. And now that we're in here, we can see the cat is above us. So we'll just need to flash the cat while she's hanging down. And I guess she found like a cat tail to play with or something. So there we go. Now we can flash the cat, and now we can deal with the first tail. So the last time we dealt with the cat is exactly the same steps we followed to deal with her this time. We're gonna pop out Luigi and wait for the cat to stalk Luigi. And if you look at her with Luigi, then she'll run back up and you'll have to do it again. And I think that might have been Luigi actually. I think I had him badly positioned there, so for some reason the game thought that I was looking at her. Whatever, no big deal. So once she does that move, then you can flash her and take off the tail. And for some reason my controls there were a little bit delayed. I don't know if you caught that, but I didn't throw her around the second time as quickly as I wanted to, so I got a little concerned I'd have to do it again, but we're okay. And then she's going to go down the floor, so that means, yep, we have to go to the elevator and go down to floor 12. We'll walk on over to the left side to go on through this doorway, and I think we have to head on to the outside where the ship was. But maybe not. Let's see. Yes, I think we do. Yep. Okay, so we're just going to follow more of the footprints with the black light. And this is a little bit hard trying to find her here because she likes to run around and hide inside of the dirt, but all you have to do is get her out once and then flash her so she turns into the evil cat, and we'll do the exact same thing. We'll pop out Luigi, let her stalk Luigi, and once she does this one, be patient, that one, then you can flash her. If you do it too early, she'll run back on top of the tree, and then we can take off another tail. Okay, now she's gonna run into the doorway back here, so I'm just gonna speed things up again, and as we follow her around, she's gonna jump even down yet another floor. So yep, this cat is gonna be really annoying. I think they just really wanted to extend the playtime of the game right now because this serves no other purpose than just to stall us. So now we gotta head down to floor 11. Lost count of my numbers there for a second. And for the first time in the entire game, we're going to be attacked inside of the elevator. So they just are breaking all the rules right now. And that ghost somehow survived all the other hits, but no big deal. I think there were only 3 that we had to defeat. Yep. So that served a little bit more than just a load screen, but I'll speed it up again. Now we're back in the magic suites, or whatever this was called. And the doors shouldn't randomize your location, but anyway, once we make it into the room here with the upside down bedroom, there's going to be a lot of these top hats, and we want to jump onto the hat. And is she even in here? She may not even be in here. Oh yes, she is. Okay, we just want to jump on all the top hats until she gets revealed. And then we're going to head on to the right side. And I think this is the last room we have to deal with her in. So when we follow the footprints, she'll be in that trick coffin thing. So we'll head on over here and start pulling the saw blade down. Or sorry, we're going to use a plunger to open up the panels. And if you open up one panel at a time, she's going to just run to the other side. So we're going to need both Luigi and Luigi to do this for us. And once the game decides to actually let me pull it open, there we go, we can get them both open. And then we're going to flash her. She'll break the coffin, or whatever they call those things. And then we can finally take out her last tail. So just wait for her to stalk Luigi. And then wait for that attack right there, flash her, and take off the tail. And then for some odd reason, I dropped her there. I don't really know what happened. That was very strange, so I had to do it again. Once again, just be patient. Wait for that big scare, and then there we go. And that'll finally give us the button, so we're done. That is the last time we have to deal with that cat, and I think that's that's like the second to last button that we're gonna need to collect. So we'll pick up button floor 14. Finally, we'll head on back to the elevator, and that'll be it for this video.
Oh, yeah. Ha ha. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh.